If you've ever dreamed of stepping behind the scenes of Harry Potter and bringing your childhood dreams to life, this is your sign. But before you start booking those tickets or heading to the Harry Potter studio tour in London, there are a few things you need to know. Because trust me, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. In this video, I'm going to share you my personal experience and give you the best tips to make the most of your tour. Plus, I'll reveal my absolute favorite part of the tour. And no, it's not the Butterbeer, but it's close. Mabuhay, and welcome to my channel where I share all of my travel tips and personal experiences living and traveling across Europe. I've been a huge fan of Harry Potter, and despite coming to London multiple times, I've never thought of coming to this tour until recently. I actually went there for my birthday last February, so it's definitely a special treat. And yes, I dressed up for it because I'm nerdy like that. Initially, I wanted to go with my husband last December 2024, but I was so shocked to find out that tickets were sold out until months in advance. So first thing you need to know is that you have to plan your trip in advance so that you can score those tickets. You may still be able to get legitimate last-minute tickets by booking through a tour company, but it does come with a premium price. Price from the official website is £56. That only covers entrance fee and not transportation, but you can also book through a tour company, and I do recommend Get Your Guide, which we use, and I'll link in the description below to book them. When you do decide you want to go to the Harry Potter Studio Tour, it's good to note that they have special themes depending on the season or time of the year. For example, this year, 2025, they have Magical Mischief, Triwizard Tournament, Dark Arts theme, and finally for Christmas time, the Hogwarts in Snow. They usually have new features every year, so it's good to follow their Instagram page for more updates. Another important thing you need to know is that the Harry Potter Studio Tour London, despite its name, is not actually in London. It's about 35 kilometers north of London and a 20-minute bus ride from Watford. There are multiple ways to get there. Ours was pretty straightforward. We booked through a tour company, which included bus return from London straight to the studio. And that bus ride took us about an hour. But you can also take a train to Watford, then hop on a Harry Potter themed shuttle bus, which honestly looked way more fun than our boring bus ride. And good to note that that bus journey is apparently free, which is included as part of your entry ticket. And this was definitely something I only found out later. So upon arriving the studio, it was pure magic. From the music, the giant dragon, everything, it was such a cool experience that almost brought tears in my eyes. We entered that big store full of Harry Potter stuff, and oh my god, I was literally like a kid in a candy store. So much so that we spent an hour, yes, an hour before we actually started the tour. There was so much to see already, and you just want to get your hands in them as much as you can. From sweet treats like chocolate frogs, butterbeer, plushies, jewelry, and of course the complete wardrobe for all of the houses. And because it was my birthday, my husband got me the complete outfit for Gryffindor, my self-proclaimed house. And in the shop, you could also personalize your own robe. So I got mine personalized. Actually, my husband surprised me with it, which is pretty sweet. And just like that, I was officially a Gryffindor student of Hogwarts. If you ask me, do people dress up for the studio tour? Yeah, why not? I don't think anyone is going to judge you. But there were some people who were dressed in robes or at least cute outfits to match the vibe. However, looking back, I think one of our biggest regrets is spending way too much in the store thinking that this was our only chance to get all of our Harry Potter stuff. I didn't expect that there would be some waiting in line at the start of the tour, and they make you go into 2 or 3 rooms where you have to watch short videos to give you some context and just sort of hype you up. A couple of things to note: when they say tour, it's not really a guided tour unless you specifically book a private tour for your group. Once you enter the Great Hall, you have a lot of freedom to roam around, take as many pictures and videos as you want. It's also possible to get an audio tour if you'd like, and I heard that actress Ivana Lynch, who played Luna Lovegood, does the voiceovers for the English guide. So That's pretty cool. Honestly, it was great at first, but I ended up ditching the audio guide towards the middle as I was more fascinated just, soaking in everything and reading all of the little fun facts. Also, a top tip, if you're there on your birthday, don't be shy because they're going to ask the audience once you get to the entrance of the Great Hall. And if you say it is, you'll have the chance to open up the doors, and I thought that was really special. I still couldn't believe that this was the actual set. And keep in mind that the things that you see there were the actual props, costumes used by the characters in the film. A heads up, this studio tour is a lot to take in. When we booked our tour and said we could have 4 hours before our bus back to London, I thought, wow, 4 hours is a lot. For us, it wasn't, especially if it's your first time. You can most certainly get lost in time. There are so many photo opportunities, like having fun with green screens, learning some of the camera tricks they use on the films, and seeing lots and lots of familiar film sets. Plus, you'd want to take a break at the cafe where they serve some good food and, of course, try the famous Butterbeer. In my case, I had to try the Butterbeer ice cream, which I also thoroughly enjoyed.
That's very sweet. We can keep this mug too. So, nice little souvenir. But it is definitely not cheap here. This Butterbeer cost close to £8. This ice cream as well, which is nicely melted. So we ordered 2 chicken burgers, chicken wings and fries, butterbeer and ice cream, and cost £52.
We were so hungry by then since we didn't have lunch, and there was still another hour or so until the end of the tour. And in the end, we had to take the shuttle bus to Watford and then from there take a train to London. So yeah, we actually skipped our return trip, which is a bit of a pity, but at least we didn't have to rush back. So if I were you, definitely try to come in early, or maybe just book an entrance fee and just go there on your own terms. You don't have a 4-hour or 5-hour limit. So we know there are a lot of things to see and do in this tour, but what are some of the highlights and my personal favorites? There were a lot of really impressive sets on this tour, but the one that blew my mind was the Gringotts Bank. It really felt like stepping into the movie set. Everything from the music, the incredible details, and you see the actual goblins from the film. It was a beautiful, immersive experience, and my Harry Potter heart was definitely rejoicing. And to top of the tour, walking into the actual model of Hogwarts was a spectacular sight. It was very emotional. And honestly, these clips and photos don't do it justice. Even if you're not a massive Harry Potter fan, I believe it's still very worthwhile visiting. You get to learn a lot and have a bit more appreciation for the artistry, imagination, and the behind-the-scenes magic that brought the books to life. So what are you guys waiting for? Book those tickets and let me know if you found this video helpful. And if you did, well, mischief managed. See you in the next videos. Ingat!